Well, hello, all you little stumpsters and stumpettes. What am I doing, you may ask? And then again, you may not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm actually sitting in the shop enjoying a cold diet beverage. No product endorsement here, right? Nope, not a hint, right? Nope, nope, nope. My caramel elixir. Probably going to kill me, but I don't care. I like it. I didn't make it so good for so cheap. And I'm telling you, cheap. I'm sure you guys all have Dollar General stores because they put one like every quarter of a mile out here in Pennsylvania. 3 6-packs for $8. You kill yourself pretty cheap on that. No, come on. So anyway, it may have been a little muddy. I'm not sure. So it's about 3 o'clock. All's well. The old north wind's blowing like skidamarinky-doo. It is 3 o'clock. So I came back here about half an hour ago. I had enough slop for one day. We actually got 3 semi-loads in a tractor to load out. That's not bad for a deluge. It finally stopped raining, I believe. It was just letting up, and I was soaked, so I'm actually dried off pretty good now, but I don't want to stay out too long. It's not real cold, but it's chilly enough to just get you chilly when you're wet. So anyway, I had a little project I had to do here because I'm quite sick and tired of taking like half an hour to fuel the machine, and I don't know what happened to my little pump. I'll show you. I was looking at the date on the pump. I installed this little pump, or we did, or somebody did, Marv or one, or whoever installed it. The date on it is January of 17, so it's 3 years old. And it's one of these GPI pumps. It's supposed to be 15 gallons a minute, and I don't think it pumped 15 gallons in an hour. So I took the front cover off last week, and I had another pump over here. It looked fairly new, and I pulled the gears out, put the new gears in it, because they make Tractor Supply sells a little gear kit for them. So it's worth getting another gear kit, and I'm always using these things, so I'll throw another gear kit in it and just test it in a barrel and see if it's pumping. But it's slower than death. It's not losing its prime, which is weird. Usually when those little plastic wheels wear out, those little gears, it's real simple. There's just one little gear, and then the other gear, the motor runs it. It's just on a little slotted shaft, and then that's what pumps your fuel. It's just a closed tolerance in there, and it pulls a vacuum. But usually when those things are junk, usually when they're junk, the pump loses its prime, and you got to pull that plug out of the top of it. I'm sure you guys who transfer fuel with these pumps know what I'm talking about. There's a plug right here, pipe plug, see it? Right there, right there. See it? And it's like a half-inch ratchet fits in it, and you got to take that out, and then you pour, a quart or so of fuel in there, or whatever you're pumping, gasoline, if you're pumping gas, or whatever you're pumping. Put the fuel and put that back on, turn your pump on, it'll prime it. It'll sit there and blow bubbles for a minute, and then it'll, So usually that's what happens when the gears wear out. So I don't know exactly I don't know. I was just looking, inspecting the standpipe in it, the suction pipe, and it all looks good. It is plastic though, so maybe it's got a crack in it or something that I can't see. But usually that would actually no, that wouldn't necessarily lose its prime. But it didn't have a lot of excessive air bubbles or anything in it. It just didn't pump worth a crap. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, it would literally, I don't think it would pump much more than a gallon or two a minute. So it would take you half an hour to deliver, a few gallons of fuel. So I've had enough of that. And I thought, well, kind of rainy, miserable day. I don't know what it's doing out here right now. Let's go see. It kind of stopped as I was stopping. Looked like it was going to clear up. And then on the way home, I seen a bunch of black clouds again. Yeah, it's pretty pretty yucky out here. Yeah. Hey, prayers for all them poor folks down in Tennessee. Did you see that? They had a F2 tornado tore up Nashville. It's like 5 or 6 people killed. That's awful. Prayers for the families and stuff, man. That's sad. But anyway, so I got me a new pump. They had them on sale at the Rural King. So, wow, look at that. Made in UMS in May. So, look at that. Uh-oh. You can fill a tractor, you can fill a steamroller, ooh, a forklift at the wood yard, and a fire truck, but you can't use them on skidders and dozers. Damn it. Now anyway, it's 15 gallons per minute. So it's rated at the same as that pump, but I've had better luck with these Fill-Rites actually. I think they're a better pump, but don't tell anybody I said that. So here it is. So I had to be a clever little fella, because here's what happens. Let me show you. There ain't enough room to put the pump in and turn it, right? And I repeat, do not feel like pulling all this out. It would take me half a day to pull all this out, so I'm not going to do that. What I did with this is just took the motor off it, right? And that gave it enough room to spin. And then check this little gadget out. Now they make these with a pipe union, but for some reason you can't always find them. So, but these are good because see how this is made? I like this feature on these too. All you gotta do is pull these 4 bolts, thread this down in there, and then bolt the pump back up to it. I shouldn't hurt this gasket. If I do, I'll just make a gasket or silicone it or something. It should be fine. I've done it before and it never hurt the gasket. But that will give me the room I need to set the pump without pulling the tank and stuff out, because that is a major pain in the hiney hole. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will get this all ready to go in and get it in there, and I'll make another little vid in a few minutes and show you what I come up with. Hopefully it'll pump fuel. Wouldn't that be nice? Huh? Yay! Okay. Talk at you in a while, dudes. Ta-ta.